3, 2, 1, 0. Start. Hello and welcome everybody. This is your host Learvok, and you're just in time for a quick look at the Steam Deck. So yeah, I got this baby 3-4 months ago, and I just haven't had the time to do a look through of it. I've been super busy, and when I wasn't busy, my computer messed up for about a month. That was a whole rigmarole there. But yeah, I figured I'd kind of go ahead and take a look at the Steam Deck, or more specifically, take a look at some of the features I've installed on the Steam Deck. Because you may notice already mine is going to look a little bit different from yours, and probably sound a little bit different too. That's because I downloaded Decky Loader, which allows me to. It's a plugin designed for the Steam Deck that just allows you to download a bunch of different applications to kind of help with improving various aspects of the Steam Deck. So you can get, like, better Bluetooth controls, a cloud save, which I think I have or had that. Couldn't figure out how to get that to actually work. I think it needs to link to Dropbox or one of the Google Drive or one of those other kind of cloud services. And I haven't done that yet. Screen recorder, achievements for the EmuDeck plugin, so it gives you optimizations for the emulator. That's another thing I've also downloaded was EmuDeck. That was one of the first things I downloaded, because of course I'm gonna play games on here. I'm gonna also play my ROMs and such. As far as actual games go, I've been very impressed with how well this works. I've been able to play BioShock 2 on here pretty easily. System Shock, I would say pretty easily, but let's face it, that game has kicked my ass hard. But it works more or less. If you look at the game info on here, you can see details to see what's actually wrong. Some of the game text is small, maybe difficult to read. That's been the biggest problem I had playing System Shock on the deck. And actually, it's a lot of things that have that same actual same issue. But yeah. Let's see. What else do we have here? Obviously, if you look at other Steam Decks, we have CSS Loader here. This lets me add various customizations to the actual interface. So hold up. Sorry about that, my phone was going off. My alarm was going off. So yeah, you can add button prompts, so you can change the style to when you're using the DualShock, when you're using the Steam Deck itself, it'll change the prompts to different styles. I think I like the DualShock 3, that's PS3 style. You aren't seeing that right now because I have an actual PS5 controller plugged in, so I think that's overriding it. What's Avatar Customization Suite? I don't remember what that is, but I had to have downloaded it. With a lot of the other apps on here, CSS Loader comes with their own stuff. You can download different different kits, I guess you'd call them. So yeah, I gotta get up here and manual. So now because I had to click the Steam button, the button on the Steam Deck, so you can see the sidebar here, and that shows up the actual buttons. See this animated synthwave backgrounds. That's what I have on the back right here. You'll see like the city, the matrix wave, the keyboard, which can I load that? I should be able to load that up here, right? Let me. Hold on. I think I know how I can get it to show up. There we go. You're not really gonna see it behind the keyboard, but you can kind of see in the edges there. You can see a little bit of that look on there. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's see. Where was it? Oh, clean game view. There we go. That's another one I like. Like I can pick pretty much just any game here. Shows the full screen of the I think the hero art is what they call it. That's when you're on the actual menu, on the actual game, like the actual game menu itself. It'll just show you the full art, like show you full screen it. Yeah. Didn't know if there was a personality core on the screen there. Actually, now that I think about it, I should probably install and play this. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to play it on let's download and play it on here. Though we might try a few games. Just kind of give it a good test run. So far, okay. Now that I'm thinking about it, the only game I've actually had problems with the Steam Deck so far is Lego Builder's Journey, which is let me see if I can find a good image in the community section here real quick. Oh, there we go. The game basically looks like this the whole time. You got like these little vignettes, and you're trying to like just build a path or solve a puzzle here, like, and just kind of figure out how to get your little guy there with the little mini, like not minifig to the end. Oh, there's actually a screen from the actual game itself. So yeah, it gave me an issue, but there is like alternate options they give you when you go to play it. So I think if I go to play now, yeah, just play in compatibility mode and it should work. If you play the standard, it just gave me a whole heck of bad lag. But other than that, like I said, everything else is running pretty smoothly. Haven't tried Clue yet on here, but I downloaded that on here specifically to try it. Might do a separate video on that, but like I said, we'll go ahead and get some games in. Let's go ahead and we'll do Hi-Fi Rush. I'm trying to pick games that I can use a controller on. That's not going to involve me spending 10 minutes trying to set up the gyroscope, because I'm not playing first-person shooters on a controller. I hate doing that, and not unless they have gyro support. Yeah, this is a game that's going to be pretty graphically and intense, and it runs pretty well on Steam. I haven't tried it myself, but I heard the Horizon games play very well. Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West. I just haven't wanted to download them because they're big games. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and continue my completed gameplay file. We'll just go through. Oh. some weird lag there. We'll go ahead and...
All right, now to clean up what's left.
Got some, yeah, got some, like, yeah. Yeah, for those of you who don't believe I play games on normal difficulty, I do. But sometimes I like to play easy mode, so because I don't want to waste time. Speaking of, we'll go ahead and just do that here. I think I've mentioned that before. Like I play normal mode in my first playthrough normally. There was a game recently I had to dumb down the difficulty because I was.
Just head to Rekka's
Because I was like, I couldn't handle it. And I should probably turn streamer mode on for this, because otherwise it's going to be...
pretty high up.
You'll have to head through the main production building.
I just now realized it's probably put streamer mode on just to be safe.
Come on in.
I don't think any, where is the sound? Accessibility? There you go. Okay, so this is where is I think I'll probably keep that the same. There we go, streamer mode on. There we go. Just to be safe.
Come on, 808. Let's have some fun.
Okay, that just to be safe so we don't alert any copyright bots. Not that it's not that I'm making money. Not like I'm making money off of any of this, but like shoot, my brain is shut down there. I spent too much time trying to find streamer mode in this game. It messed me up. Let me see if I can. Okay, gotta do a quick refresh on the controls. Oh right, I might want to. Do I want to turn the beat meter on? Oh. I might want to. Let me. Actually, no. I'm not gonna worry about that because I shouldn't be on this for too long.
Can't believe you got a drink out of that if you hit the machine just right.
There we go. Okay, I'm starting to get a feel for things. This is a game I really love, by the way, but it's also like really hard for me to play because I have no rhythm apparently. So where am I supposed to go in this? That's where I just came from, right? I gotta go to the door. I want to get at least into a battle. Oh, walk. Of course, walk up to the red box. It'll open automatically. One way you can tell if I'm doing a good job playing the game and I'm playing on beat is if you hear the hay every time I attack.
The old Vandelay boss.
Roxanne Vandelay? Are you serious, Chai? She built the company from the ground up. Know your history.
Jeez, no need to yell.
Just give credit where it's due.
The problem I think I have is like I keep getting offbeat and it keep going offbeat and I can keep rhythm offbeat but not on the beat. Let me turn the. Actually, that might. Now that I think about it, it might actually be better to turn the. Where is it? Huh. I have that on, but for some reason it doesn't seem to work with a PS4. PlayStation 5's adaptive controllers don't seem to work with anything other than a PlayStation 5, which really kind of ticks me off. Let's see. Actually, a good thing to look at would be the graphics presets right now, I guess. Yeah, it's on medium graphics, so you know, not the highest, not the best thing in the world, but it's the fact that it's able to actually even run these games at all is kind of impressive. There. Okay. Could have sworn there's a. Could have sworn there's like a. Oh, hold on. No? Oh, there it goes. Select. Okay. I keep having like a. There we go.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm having trouble keeping the beat. And the heavy attacks in this game are also weird too, because you hit them every other beat. Which you know makes sense for a game like this, but like also like okay. Go. So yeah, we gotta see some.
Well, there goes our low profile.
Come on, this is more fun. And as long as Rekka doesn't...
What's this? Rekka here. That defect was spotted in my building. I'm hoping none of these chump security get it.
Also, that's how it's supposed to look. By the way, it's a little choppy. The screen, the TV screen there.
You said she wouldn't be here.
I thought you said this was more fun.
Yeah. Let me, obviously this isn't gonna be like the biggest test here. We're just kind of doing a quick check here. Oops, wrong button. Just exit the game here. There we go. So yeah, that was Hi-Fi Rush. Let's see. Yeah, let me check Towerfall Ascension. We've checked a fairly modern-ish game, a game that came out around the time the Steam, actually it came out after the Steam Deck, right? This is a game that came out like, what, 15? No, it couldn't be. I'm gonna have to look this up. And also turn it down a little bit. That's fairly loud. Okay, let's can't play Verse for most of these single player. And yeah, that's the order. That we play with my girl. Let's see. Oh, wow. So like I said, this is an older game. For those of you that don't know, this is a kind of arena platform shooter type thing where everyone's given like 3 arrows and you have to like shoot everyone else down. In the story mode, obviously you don't have other people to play again, so you have to attack the enemy. The monsters are just kind of regular old monsters. Oh, sort of. You get a certain number of lives. You only have one hit normally, and okay, that was pretty rad. Ah, that wasn't. Ah, no! I didn't know there were now arrows. I am very rusty in this game. Oh, of course, now they can shoot. Alright, you can jump on enemies. I forgot about that. Oh, arrows are above. I'm trying to remember. Again, I'm very rusty at this game. My other arrow is. Okay. Like, obviously, this isn't going to be pushing any systems whatsoever, but like, the fact that it can. The fact that Steam Deck can run these older PC games is kind of impressive, considering, you know, Linux platform. And Linux has had a torrid history of not being able to run games. And that was just jumped out of the way. Oh, there's still one guy left. Yeah, this is one of those games where if you know how to manipulate the platforming, you can actually do some pretty sick moving around the field. Arrows! And we killed a rival. And they killed him. Yeah, so yeah. Just quit that to normal. I do have cloud save on here. And then let's see. What's another? Let's see. Could try BioShock Infinite, but neither of these are installed at the moment. I think BioShock 2, the regular version, is installed. Yeah. Like I said, I want to pull out my keyboard and mouse for that. It also gives you a chance to look at my library of my rather extensive library of games. Knights and Bikes, that's another good game I played on the Steam Deck, actually. That was a good one. That was a good one. Cute little adventure game. Let's see what I have installed. That'd probably be a. Could check out Riven. Let's go ahead and look at the Riven remake. See how. Yeah. Gawk over how good this game from the 90s looks now that they updated updated and gave you a 3D world of, like that same world but in 3D to explore now. I should be doing Myst on here, but like, oh, this is what I happened to have installed at the time. How to play the remake when it came out. We'll continue. We can just kind of. It's one of those more chill, relaxing kind of games, so we just kind of look around. I think if memory serves. There we go. Memory serves where I'm at right now. Yeah, this is, yeah, I can avoid spoilers pretty easily here. So for those of you who haven't played the game, this is Riven. Has some amazing water effects. And actually, there's one thing I'm gonna have to spoil here real quick for the remake. So in the original game, first of all, the original game was just like a point and click. So you'd have like a picture, you click, and then it'd be like over here. Click again, it'd be over here, and you just kind of click the edge of the screen. Then you click forward, you move up, move up, and hold up. That's right. I gotta find the stupid lens to stop that thing from spinning. I see where it is. Okay, good. There's running in this game. I forgot there's a sprint button. Okay. Which symbol was it? Did I? Maybe this wasn't the smartest. I should have said new game. Oh, there we go. I knew if I hit it, if I went through the list of symbols in my head, I'd eventually get one of them. There are only like 5 symbols that they use. And they're all of an eye close. They're all in varying stages of an eye opening and closing. Yeah. I forget how you're supposed to know which symbol it is. Like, it's a different symbol on each island. Like, there's 5 of these. Like I said, I forget how you're supposed to figure out which symbol it is. Because I think I've gotten all of them through just sheer guessing. And now we're loading. And get ready for the spoiler. In the original game, this has led to a linking book that took you to a specific area in the game. Again, I'm trying to avoid some spoilers there. But that area kind of acted like the. I'm having to get used to this being. Oh right, because these all have different symbols on them. So you can kind of look around here and see the symbols. That's how you're supposed to figure out on this. Oh, wait, go that way. I will admit this is a little easier using the controller for this because you just gotta rotate the control stick as opposed to twisting the mouse. But the joystick is the only part of that that's easy. And also, wow, I'm realizing how just how dark this looks. Let me see if I can fix. the options here and see if that fixes it. So I'm like looking over here, like you guys can, like I can kind of barely see things here, and can only imagine it must be the same for you guys, because like you're not seeing like the cool, like underneath the world is the vast emptiness of space, or the starry abyss, as there's no brightness. Really, there's no brightness function here? Oh, you think that'd be one, it's like, I mean, I guess you don't really need it for this game, for the most part at least. Also, hold on. What are the options for the interface? Oh, okay, so this is where we put subtitles and... Okay. Cursor visibility, HDR... Really? Isn't that a... Wouldn't that be a... Oh, and there's just brightness right below it. And we can't change it. Okay, so... Fortunately, it's enough to see, but like see the pathway, but like you all, it doesn't look like you're gonna be able to see a whole lot, but like it's like this is a big deal if you're like a fan of the Myst series, because like the Starry Abyss is talked about, and you only ever really see it, I think. At least in the first two games, you only ever see it twice. The first is in the original Myst is when you're in the intro, you're falling down the Starry Abyss, or you see the book start falling down the Starry Abyss. Then you see it falling down the cracked chasm. Then you don't see the Starry Abyss until the end of this game, which that'll be like, you know, again, that's a spoiler. I'm not gonna say any more on that, just to kind of keep any other spoilers from, out of that. Yeah. Oh, they're perfect. This is usually the first or second area that you end up seeing in the game, so I'm glad I picked this one. A great view to see, though. And actually, no, I got one more thing I want to see here. Okay, there's one more area I kind of want to show off here. Just kind of, again, just none of this is really like gonna break the bank. It's kind of hard for me to find a game I want to show off that'll like break the bank, like show off how good the graphics are here. I need to go this way. I walked right past the thing. I need to go to get to the area. It's right up here. Actually, there's a few areas I could actually show. Let's see, there, and hit that. I really do not like using a control stick to move what should be the mouse cursor. Walking around and looking around on the controller it's fine for the most part, because you don't need to worry about any precision or any high speed action stuff here. But like when you have to like move the cursor around, like, oh, that is very clearly supposed to be a mouse cursor. Might have to figure out how to get a motion gyroscopes on this one if I want to play it on here. Actually, didn't I? I think I had to redo it for my PS5 controller, but I think I did it on the Steam Deck itself, because that does have gyroscope in it. Yeah, oh, there we go. This is what I wanted to show off. New to this version of the game, you get to see all these moths? Butterflies? Flying about. That's kind of cool. But also I kind of want to go in here and kind of show, again, one part showing off this game, an excuse to kind of show off Riven. One part wanted to show off the Steam Deck. So yeah. Yeah. Again, this game is so beautiful. Like, I played the original, like, I want you guys to keep this in mind. I was a big fan of the original Myst. Not Riven, not Myst 3, not Myst 4, not Uru, or Myst 5. I didn't play those growing up. I tried playing Riven growing up. Boy, did I try, and holy crap, was it hard for me to find it. Like, eventually I managed to actually get the game installed on my computer at one point. Because, holy crap, when I tried to play it, it was just the hardest thing in the world to try to play. I tried to get running. Because at the time, I don't think you could find a copy of it. I think I'm going backward. Yeah, I want to go... Ooh, I think I had a loading zone there. I can easily get... I'm the kind of person that gets lost in a two-way intersection. If you need time to figure out what I mean by that, it's a thinker. Think about it, fellas and ladies, and those in between. Hold on, I'm pretty certain you could have gotten... Anyway, so yeah, I didn't play Riven growing up. I actually finally managed to get around to playing it about two or 3 years ago when I bought it off of GOG. Because when I finally did manage to get around to playing the original game, the game originally, before GOG, I had some issues with the way it was. Keep getting back. It's just kind of the nature of like the point and click, how it's like you can be looking here 1 second, then oh, you're not really. That's how it's gonna be. You're not gonna let me pull the. Okay, I can't pull the controller. I can't pull the cursor out because I was gonna show. Then you move the cursor to the edge, click to move, and all of a sudden you're over here, and you just get like a screen wipe from one image to the next. It doesn't like turn or anything. It couldn't, like back then. It was that's how it had to be. Actually, in this case, it would have been back here. You would have just gotten turned right around because there's no way they would have put you in the middle of a room like that unless there was a door. I'm pretty sure unless there was a door. This must be the way I need to go then. This is where I'm thinking it's gonna take me. Yeah, there we go. This is one of the areas I like in the game too. This big lake. Is this the? Yeah, this is the one that has like that has a big hole in the water, which apparently is explained by how gravity or how water reacts to heat in this world, which is wild to think of. But yeah, the water effects in this are really good, and it's kind of like it's one of those things where it's like it kind of needs to be good. It kind of needs to be very good for this game because water is such a prominent thing in the world of Riven. Because like you got rock. You may have noticed we've had one area with actual life in like the jungle, like a jungly area, and then the rest have been just mainly rocks. And that's basically what this whole world is. It's just a rock, like island water, rock. Like there's not a whole lot. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, the original game it kind of drove me bonkers trying to walk around. I don't know. I felt like I got motion sickness. I don't think I actually got motion sickness. I got like the feeling like I was getting motion sick in the original game, and then like I said, a few years ago, I finally just sat down and actually played it. Got used to how things worked. Wasn't motion sick, obviously. It was just my brain overreacting to something that wasn't there and that wasn't actually a problem, or overreacting to a minor problem. And would I prefer the original Riven to have full on like being able to explore the world? Yeah, I mean obviously this is the better version of the game. It's more or less the same game. I think there's a bit more randomness in this version. A bit like in the original version, there was a few randomized events, mainly in terms of like the code, like the various codes that you would see. There are like 3 or 4 codes you got throughout the game, and they're random each time. In order for you to figure out what they are, you had to go to them. You had to go to them and get them. Which I bet you must be like the thing that makes speedrunners really mad. Like anything to piss off a speedrunner is always a plus in my book. I don't have anything against speedrunners. Just I find it funny that like that's the thing the speedrunning community will complain about. It's like, oh, this thing that like make the game so much easier to go through without having to play it. But yeah, I think that's enough of this. Hold up. Why is the pause screen brighter? Like they got it backwards. It should be the other way around. Oh well. Let's see. So yeah, runs pretty well. Maybe had a few micro stutters here or there. No, that was Hi-Fi Rush. Yeah, a few micro stutters. Let me see here. That's how this one is. Oh yeah, I still do. And then here we go. We'll play something that's really taxing. We'll play Balatro. Yeah, that's a real taxing game. For those of you that don't know, you're about to get a huge treat by me saying that. Because, obviously, if you play Balatro, it's not at all taxing on any system whatsoever. It's a freaking... What if poker was procedurally generated? That's the best way I can put it. Like, what if poker was... No, yeah, we'll continue. We'll continue our game. What if poker was and Yu-Gi-Oh? What if poker was procedurally generated? That's the best way I can put it. So yeah, you got your standard 52 card deck. Obviously, it's 55 on the number there on the side underneath it. You also notice a few things look a little different here. We got some special cards. Wild cards can be any suit. Multipliers, red seal triggers. Yeah. Yeah, simple as that. Then you got your jokers, which give you other abilities. And then you got vouchers, which are I guess permanent for this run. if you get them. They're permanent ability that last. The abilities that last the entire run. Jokers, they last as long as you have them. And then your whole goal is to beat the blinds. So you want to score a high enough hand. You want to get a high enough score before you run out of hands. We're gonna skip the first blind. We're gonna skip the second blind as well to get a free Mega Arcana pack. You also have the Arcana cards. These are like your standard tarot cards: Hermit, Empress, Tower, etc., etc. There you go. And that would be a good card to use right now, wouldn't it? Doubles your money. Well, zero. What's double zero? Still zero. That one. And we'll go ahead and do our next blind. So you got a boss blind. These are the ones that are usually gonna kick your butt because they got gimmicks to them. Let's start by rank. Queen to 9. Okay. This card. Oh. I want to get a flush though. I don't want to waste all my discards on one turn. Yep. And of course it discarded the king. Queen, Jack, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got a straight. Oh wait, hold on, what am I thinking? I want to get a flush. There we go. That way we get the hanging Chad, so it re-triggers the Joker. Yeah, as you can tell, it's been a bit since I played the game. 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is, yep, I think I'm cooked. Yeah, we'll re-trigger. Oh. Excuse me. Yeah. Do I want to take a chance on that and use the 10 here instead? I think I want the queen over there, so it'll re-trigger. It'll activate that each time. Yeah. there. Oh, and to beat the blind. That's really good. We're gonna unlock the Joker. Could go ahead and buy that. Alright, bumper right. Yeah. Don't do that. Nope, nothing there. Okay. Run. Okay. So yeah, I think I'll go ahead and, before I get too lost into this, go ahead into this. Have at least 2 polychrome Jokers. 2 malt for every $5 you have. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Let's see. Anything else we want to play here? No. And again, I don't want to play any shooters. That's the problem. No, I'll try real quick and just kind of look at a game that has. This is unsupported on Steam Deck. Some or all the game currently doesn't function on, which so far from the hour-ish I played this game, it's not. Yeah, it plays fine. It's amazing, like what games will run on the games on this system, despite the fact that it says it doesn't. I haven't run into any problems. At least nothing that couldn't easily be solved by picking the alternate option in the play menu. But yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna have to remember this is Xbox controls they're gonna show off. Let's make some jam at the house. Okay. Make sure grab. Hasn't been a long. I haven't played this game for very long, and it's been a while. It's one of those I need to come back get into one day. I just keep getting distracted by other games. But yeah. I think this is like partly a kind of farm-esque simulator game, but also like you're going to eventually be exploring the world. So I'm not sure how that part's gonna run, how that part's gonna go into this. But like so far, the game's been more so just kind of teaching you how to like just make the. It's just been showing you how much the farming aspect so far. Which but yeah. It's also another one of those games that it's very beautiful. It's got a kind of tropical kind of like tropical island kind of paradise thing going on. But yeah, it's also one of those things where I spend like an hour just going around hitting the trees to get oranges. I remember I was watching a video on YouTube. I can't remember if this is in the comments or something else. Or someone in the video was talking about it, but like someone had mentioned something about graphics. And the way that they talked about it implied that indie games have inferior graphics to AAA titles. To which I got offended by that almost immediately. Because like, you can't just go around judging a game. Well, first of all, you can't just go around judging a game based on its graphics. And two, just because a game looks realistic doesn't mean it looks better. I mean, you look at games like Okami, for example. The whole game is done up like a Japanese painting, like with the same kind of like the brush strokes and the kind of that kind of period of time they would have done those kind of pictures, and it looks beautiful. You look at stuff like Wind Waker, it looks beautiful. It doesn't look real. It's a game that's like, Wind Waker is a game that's like 20 years old. Oh God, my own mortality is kicking in. But it's like, it's a good game. It's a beautiful looking game. Heck, the HD version barely had to make any changes to it, and it's just like, it looks so good. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Then you look at something like, say, Twilight Princess, the game that came out afterwards, and like, yeah, no, Twilight Princess aged pretty poorly because they went with more realistic style. It was kind of like a hybrid style in some spots, but like, they went with more realistic because everyone was complaining that Wind Waker looked too kiddie. And so they made a regular looking realistic Zelda game for the GameCube, and it definitely hasn't aged as well. Oh, there you go. I remember how to exit the game. But yeah. But a game's graphical style usually comes down to like whether or not someone wants to, like, especially these days, whether or not somebody wants to make a game that looks good, or they're trying to match a specific style. Like, say for example, Crow Country. Very much a PlayStation 1 era style of game. It feels like I'm playing Resident Evil. You know what? I'll make the time. We'll go a little over for this. But yeah, we'll go a little over just to show this off. I don't know how far I am in Crow Country. I don't think. It's one of those games I kind of pick up every now and then because it's hard for me to kind of keep in. It's kind of hard for me to play the game, so I don't. It very much feels like it's got like that old school kind of puzzle solving vibe with the old PlayStation 1 games, and it feels like you have to like go all the way around and retain a lot of information. But yeah, looking at this, like, it's very clearly, it even has like, I think, a CRT filter on it. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's a CRT, but it's not. Oh, that might actually help out a lot with stuff. Actually. Oh yeah, I do have motion aiming on this one. Oh, I'm gonna turn that swivel off. The aim swivel so it doesn't mess me up as much. Looks like I'm injured, so yeah. But yeah, it's like it's one of those games that looks old. It looks old on purpose because it's trying to invoke those memories of playing these games as a kid. But yeah, it's trying. But yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to show that off real quick. So that was me showing off. Well, let's face it. That was me showing off like not even a tenth of my library. I have like what 500 games, 572 games on here on Steam alone. Jeez, more than half are great on deck, which I can tell you right now. Definitely more than that number, because some of the games I've been playing that aren't, that quote unquote, aren't great on the deck are actually pretty dang good. So yeah, one last thing I want to show off real quick here, and I realized I didn't show this off earlier, was the audio loader, which is what we're using to do like custom noises. So you might. So yeah, you might hear some custom noises that sounds very much like the Super Mario RPG sound effects. You can change it over to Kingdom Hearts. What was it? Always forget what it is. Hollow Knight sounds, which you can barely, I can barely hear, so I don't think you guys are gonna be able to hear that. Sonic Frontiers. Mario Kart 8. Here's the default, which, wow, I can barely hear that. Yeah. You can change the music, the background music, which default is none. So I added some custom music in here. So there's music for SteamWorld Heist, both the 1 and 2 menus I put in. And I did Eastward title theme, and for some reason, this is also Eastward. I don't know what I did wrong. I looked through the files and everything, and it's like, now there's no duplicates. I don't know where this is coming from. But yeah. Then you can also like go and manage packs. You can find a whole bunch of other stuff on here. You can sort it by the audio, so just the sound effects, which probably check out more of the. That's Mario Party 9. Never mind. Less interested when I see the 9 at the end of Mario Party. But do I get less interested when I see the 9 or the 10? Ooh, that's a tough one. I'll go ahead and download the Medieval. That's a good game. Oh, there we go. Nah. Gotta keep my hatred of Final. Actually, no. My hatred of Final Fantasy VII only goes into the original game. I think I might have told this story before, but I have an absolute hatred of the original Final Fantasy VII solely because one of my friends, she would not shut up about Final Fantasy VII for like 2 years. It was that and Chrono Trigger. And she was obsessed with the absolute worst parts of the game that's to be obsessed about. Which, she was obsessed with how awesome and sexy and cool Cloud and Sephiroth and Vincent were, and that's it. And then I learned more about the game, like, there's more to the game than just the sexy anime guys. And, you know, also the sexy anime girls as well. There's Aerith and Tifa, which Tifa's another character I never could. I got like this. Look, I understand people like her because she's a badass. That's part of the reason I like her in Remake. But honestly, I kind of like Aerith better. And it could go. Oh, you know, there's a Pip-Boy sound effects here. And it could probably go down to the fact that, you know, I do also like my Flower Child characters as well. I mean, honestly, both Aerith and Tifa both kind of scratch that itch of, like, you know, female characters I really like. You know, the kind and innocent one, the gruff and badass one. The granted, the remake is kind of more revealed. Like, Aerith isn't quite as innocent because she says the S word. Ooh, she swears a few times, and she also kicks ass in that one scene. In that one scene, she like bashed the guy's head in with a bashed the guy with a folding chair. Jeez. Oh. Let's see. Okay. I gotta pop this open again. I'm gonna move back over to eastward so we can. Let's see, Pip-Boy. I can hear this fine. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to hear this. The problem is when I do the audio mixing on this, I'm gonna have to like boost the audio for the game, like for this like lowered for the games, particularly Hi-Fi Rush. Wrong one. What other ones do we do? Are those the only two that we did? Was Medieval and Pip-Boy? Huh. I guess I did get into. Let's see, the other things I got Wine Cellar here. I haven't used this yet. I really don't think I've used it. It's a compatibility tool, allows you to install and uninstall, update compatibility tools for Steam games. So basically, Wine and other kind of things. Other kind of similar things. Like basically, again, I haven't had to worry about any of that yet, but it's a kind of future-proofing thing. But anyway, I think I should probably go ahead and end this video off because we're already an hour and 10 minutes in. So, yeah. In the next, I guess so. I don't know. Yeah. So that's the Steam Deck. I like it. It runs well. It runs everything well so far. I should probably talk about emulation real quick. Since I did bring it up earlier. Everything I've played so far has been good. So like Super Nintendo, Game Boy Color, Advance, GameCube, N64, PlayStation 1. Actually, no, I don't know. Excuse me. PS2. Excuse me. I don't think I have any PS1 games. Is that Chrono Trigger, I think? But I don't think I've tried that yet. If they're being honest, I'd rather just play the SNES version. Either the SNES version or one of the other updated, one of the like the DS version or the PC version. Which I think I have the PC version on. I'm curious. But yeah, did I? Nope. Oh, there we go. Yep, it's in my library. Okay, just want to check that out. Yeah, just play any version but the PlayStation version. I know the PlayStation version has all the anime cutscenes. Yes, there's a later version of the game though. And the PlayStation version also takes an hour to load. Actually, on I guess emulator wouldn't take as much. But yeah, but let's see, PlayStation 2, Switch, all that works fine. I tried a PlayStation 3 game, I think it was Dante's Inferno, and was largely disappointed in how bad it ran. And I don't know if it was because it's early, this PS3, or if I just need to load up shaders and whatnot, because that's kind of an issue with I think PS3 onward games, like PS3, Xbox 360, and I guess it'd be Switch in this case, Wii U rather. Yeah, Wii U and onward, where they had to load up shaders and so things will be stuttery at first, but when you go to replay it, it won't be. But yeah, it was kind of bad. But yeah. Need to go back and let me get back my regular sound pack. But yeah. So anyway, all that said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode off here. Yeah. So quick summary on the emulation thing. Everything works fine so far, except for PlayStation 3. I think they still might need to work a little bit on that. But hopefully that'll be fixed in the future. But yeah. Would I recommend getting this system? If you got $700 lying around, you can definitely get the 1TB OLED version, which is what I got. Other than that, you can probably get one of the cheaper versions for $500. I guess it'd be $600 after shipping and handling. Or get even the cheaper LCD versions for $300-400. Those would definitely be worth it at that point. But you'd have to get more storage for those. As far as using the thing as a computer, though, I use this as an actual computer. Like I said, when my computer was out for about a month, this was my backup computer. This is what I was using for watching videos and other entertainment, non-YouTube safe friendly entertainment, and it works fine. It's Linux, so there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve as opposed to Windows, where you just right click and everything's there. You got different kind of subtext you got to learn with different meanings of stuff, but it's not hard to figure it out. It's not hard to figure out what things are, and as far as from what I saw, their app store, there's Discovery apps. They have a lot of stuff that is here's Discord, but for Linux. And they have alternatives for stuff that isn't normally available. I think there's an OBS for Linux. I could have probably recorded something on the Steam Deck. I just wasn't sure how it would work running on. I've heard it doesn't run recording software the best, or at least OBS the best. But I don't know, probably something I should check out. But yeah, outside of all that, yeah, I think we're done. So for the third time, I'm gonna go ahead and see you guys later. For real this time. What are you still doing here? Go away.